Hey you guys, my name is K.Thomas. If this is your first time here, this channel is meant to help build your faith, help you on your journey with Christ, and give you hope and encouragement along the way. So today I wanted to talk to you about the power of your words. Now this is a topic that a lot of people may hear about, but they don't really understand. So I want to actually give you some more information on things that I've learned throughout my life that will hopefully help you as well. So we know that we have all been given the wonderful ability to speak, but with that responsibility, God has said that we can either use our words to build people up or tear them down, but the choice is yours. So I really love this wonderful quote that I've read that says, "Words are seeds that do more than blow around. They land in our hearts and not the ground. Be careful what you plant and what you say. You might have to eat what you planted one day." So basically the Bible says that life and death are in the power of your tongue. And that's tip one. You have the ability to build someone up or tear them down. You can lift up, encourage, and inspire them, or you can discourage them, depress them, and make them feel worse than they already do. That is a choice that we all have. Let's just take a man, for example. Now, if you are married, ladies, if you constantly criticize, judge, discourage your husband with words that make him feel less than, you are actually creating more of a discord in your home, dissension. You are actually pushing him away from you. You are creating a barrier that prevents you from having a strong, godly relationship. Now, on the other hand, if you use words to encourage your wife or your husband that builds them up, inspires them, uplifts them, encourages them, you know what's going to happen. The opposite is going to happen, where they are going to draw closer to you. They are going to want to be around you, and they probably can't keep their hands off of you if you keep encouraging and uplifting them in the way you are. But you just want to take time out to love your spouse. You always have to think, what is it that I want to do in my relationship? Do I want to bring unity? Do I want us to bring us stronger together, closer together? Or is it that I'm trying to divide our home? You have to determine the direction of where you want your marriage to go. And with that, you need to utilize your words in that direction. Ephesians 4 verses 29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only that which is helpful to build others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Basically, the Bible is letting us know, don't use your words to hurt people, but use them to build others up. And let me just tell you, the Bible is your instruction book for life. Read it. It'll tell you how to talk to people, what tone to use, what you should and should not say. It goes into great depths, especially in the book of Proverbs, which is the book of wisdom. Take a look at it, find out what God is teaching you and wants to share with you, and make sure you live your life in accordance with his recommendations. The other piece that I always need to be reminded of is Psalms 141 verse 3, which says, "Set a guard over my mouth, and Lord, help me to keep a watch over the door of my lips." Now, if you are anything like me, I have needed help in this direction. I have needed God to just help me put a guard over my mouth so I don't say and do things that I don't need to be saying. So basically, we just need to make sure that we are honoring God with the words of our mouth, that we are bringing life rather than death to those that we meet. The second tip is speak in the direction that you see. Your words are like seeds. Every time you say them, they are like roots, and they are going deep into the ground, and soon you're going to reap what you have been sowing. So now let's take everyday matters. Like, for example, if you want to become a professional baseball player, or if you want to become a lawyer or the best teacher in your community, and you continually say to yourself, well, I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I can make it into the major leagues. I'm just not that good, or I'm really just too slow, or I don't know if I have what it takes. And you constantly speak words of doubt rather than words of faith into your life. The likelihood that over time, your ability to be able to get into that field or to get into that profession and make it is very low, because it's kind of like, what have you been saying to yourself? Have you been building yourself up with words, or have you been bringing yourself down with words of disbelief and doubt and discouragement. You want to make sure that you are speaking in the direction that you seek. Just remember that your words carry weight. I mean, there's power and energy behind it. So if you are going to speak about your life or your situation, you need to speak faith-filled words. You need to say, I know I can make it. I may not be the best right now, but I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger. I may not be doing as well as I would like to be, but every single day I'm getting stronger. I'm getting better. I'm learning more. I'm achieving my goals. I am going to reach my destination. And with God's help, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, So shall my words be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I propose, and it shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it. Remember, when you send your words out into the atmosphere, the Bible is saying it's not going to return to you void. There's power in those words, and whatever you say is going to come right back to you. So be careful with what you say to yourself and to others. So I want to actually share a book with you that I've recently written, and that is called Change Your Words, Change Your Future. Understanding the incredible power and impact of your words. All right, so this book is filled with a lot of good information that I think is really going to help you. I just want to give you a brief synopsis of what's in this book, and there's so much more, but I'll tell you what I have so far. It says, your words have power. Your words are like seeds. Who do you say you are? Get rid of that old recording. Change your perspective. Speak faith into your life. Prophesy your future, and there is so much more information in this book, guys. So if you get a chance, make sure you pick it up. It's available on Amazon. I will put the information down below in the description. And I'll also leave my website information. That way you can go directly there, take a look at the blogs, and also check out the book there as well. All right, so the last tip is to keep speaking victory. It's easy to give up when things are not going according to our plan, but that's when you have to encourage yourself to keep speaking victory. You might be in situations where you're praying about healing, or you're praying about a spouse, or you're praying about your child that went off course. Whatever it is, keep speaking victory. Keep praying, keep believing, keep asking God to move and work in your situation. Keep speaking faith-filled words of victory, even if you see nothing happen. And so you might say, Julie, well, what if I pray and pray and none of it happens? Nothing seems to change. But the question I have for you is, what if you pray and something does happen? It is so important to continue to press forward in your faith and in God's presence to be able to receive the victory that you want to achieve in your life. Romans 4:17 says that God tells us that we are to call things that are not as though they are. You know what that means? That means if you are weak, you ought to say, I'm strong. If you are poor, you need to start declaring, I'm rich. Not because it's a fake statement, but in faith, you need to start declaring what you want to see happen. You've got to speak in that direction. You've got to speak in the direction that you see. We have to follow the example of Jesus. He was not a man that used his words to bring discouragement, defeat, depression, or doubt into situations. No, when everyone came to him, he used words of faith, of blessing, of goodness, of restoration, of healing. He used words that build people up rather than build them down. So we ought to follow the example of Jesus and use our words in the direction that we seek, and that is to build things up rather than to tear it down. Now, faith is what is hoped for, the evidence of things that is not seen. So sometimes you may not see things happening right away, but continue to have faith, continue to press into God's presence, and He will start to bring about the answers to your prayers that you need. In my life, I always try to continue speaking words of victory and faith as long as possible, as much as I can, and I try not to give up. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Whenever you are given a chance, speak words of victory, faith, hope, life, restoration, and healing. And whenever you are given a chance, speak words of love, because that is what really matters. So as a quick reminder, life and death are in the power of your tongue. Whenever you are given a chance, make sure you use your words to bring life. If this information has helped you, definitely leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. Every time you hit subscribe, you're helping to share the message of Jesus Christ around the world. All right, until next time, I will see you soon, and God bless.